diving into some serious history today as I challenge myself to explore why a Russian historian claims Leningrad was worse than Stalingrad. The claim that Leningrad's suffering was worse than Stalingrad's is a controversial one, and it's a topic that deserves some serious attention. Understanding the nuances of World War II requires us to confront the harsh realities of both battles, and today, we're going to dive into the reasons why this historian believes Leningrad takes the top spot. Both Leningrad and Stalingrad were crucial battles on the Eastern Front, and they both saw some of the worst human suffering in human history. Leningrad, previously known as Petrograd, was the birthplace of the Russian Revolution, and it was a city of immense cultural and historical significance. Stalingrad, on the other hand, was a major industrial center, and its capture would have given the Axis powers access to the Caucasus region and its vast oil resources. The battles fought in these cities were brutal and relentless, with millions of soldiers and civilians caught in the crossfire. The significance of these battles cannot be overstated. Leningrad was besieged for 872 days, during which time the city was cut off from the rest of the Soviet Union, and its population was forced to endure unimaginable hardships. Stalingrad, on the other hand, was a battle that lasted for 5 months, but it saw some of the most intense urban warfare in history. The combined death toll of both battles is estimated to be over 2 million people, making them two of the deadliest battles in human history. Despite their differences, both battles share a common thread. They were some of the most pivotal moments of World War II, and they had a profound impact on the outcome of the war. Understanding the events that unfolded in these cities is crucial to understanding the war itself, and that's why this historian's claim is so fascinating. The Leningrad Siege was a brutal and devastating event that saw the city's population dwindling from 3.2 million to just 700,000. The Nazi blockade cut off the city's supply lines, leaving its inhabitants to fend for themselves in the midst of winter. The situation was dire, with people forced to survive on meager rations, and the city's infrastructure crumbling around them. It was a psychological war as much as it was a physical one, with the Nazi forces trying to break the spirits of the Leningrad population. The blockade was a deliberate attempt to starve the city into submission, and it's estimated that over 1.5 million civilians died during the siege. The situation was so dire that people were forced to eat glue, leather, and even wallpaper to survive. It was a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions, and it's a testament to the resilience of the Leningrad population that they managed to hold out for as long as they did. In contrast, the Battle of Stalingrad was brutal, but it was a more traditional battle, with both sides trading blows in a desperate bid for control. While the battle was intense, it was ultimately a battle between armies, whereas the Siege of Leningrad was a battle against an entire civilian population. The psychological toll of the siege on the Leningrad population was immense, with people forced to live in constant fear of death, and the city's very existence hanging in the balance. The historian's key argument is that while Stalingrad was a brutal battle, it was a finite one. It had a clear beginning and end. The Siege of Leningrad, on the other hand, was a prolonged and deliberate attempt to destroy an entire city, making it a far more sinister and malevolent act. It's a compelling argument, and one that's supported by the sheer scale of human suffering in Leningrad. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence that supports this claim is the story of the Leningrad Symphony, which was performed in the midst of the siege. The symphony was a symbol of resistance, a defiant cry in the face of overwhelming adversity. It's a testament to the human spirit, and a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. The historian's perspective is a nuanced one, but it's an important reminder that even in the midst of war, there are degrees of suffering. Leningrad Siege was a uniquely brutal event, one that tested the limits of human endurance. By understanding this event, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the human cost of war. In conclusion, the historian's claim that Leningrad was worse than Stalingrad is a compelling one, and it's an important reminder of the complexities of human suffering during wartime. What do you think, guys? Do you agree with the historian's assessment, or do you think Stalingrad was the more brutal battle? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to learn more about World War II, I've got a great video on the Eastern Front that you should definitely check out.